How billionaires spend their money, shocking truth. When people think about billionaires, the first images that come to mind are usually luxury yachts, private jets, expensive cars, and massive mansions. Social media has amplified this image, making it seem like billionaires spend money without thinking twice. While there is some truth to this glamorous lifestyle, it only represents a very small part of reality. The shocking truth is that billionaires do not primarily focus on spending money. They focus on controlling it, multiplying it, and strategically deploying it. Their financial behavior is not driven by emotion or desire but by long-term thinking, power, and sustainability. What looks like spending from the outside is often a calculated investment from the inside. Luxury lifestyle, just the surface layer. Yes, billionaires do enjoy luxury. They own private jets, luxury yachts, penthouses in global cities, and rare collections of cars, watches, and art. However, what most people don't realize is that these items are often a tiny percentage of the total net worth. For example, a $50 million yacht may sound extreme to an average person, but for someone worth $20 billion, it is comparable to an average person buying a smartphone or a mid-range car. It feels big to us, but financially, it is relatively small for them. Even more interesting is that many billionaires don't even use their luxury assets frequently. Private jets are often shared through companies, and luxury properties are sometimes used as investments or business assets rather than personal indulgence. Investing, the real spending habit. The biggest secret about billionaire spending is that most of their money never gets spent in the traditional sense. It gets invested. Billionaires constantly move money into different high-value assets to grow and protect their wealth. They invest heavily in stock markets, fund innovative startups through venture capital, build large real estate portfolios, take strategic positions in private equity deals, and expand ownership in global businesses. This diversified approach allows them to reduce risk while maximizing long-term returns, ensuring their money keeps working and multiplying across multiple industries and markets. Instead of letting money sit idle, they make sure every dollar has the potential to grow. This is the key difference between wealthy individuals and everyone else. While an average person might save money in a bank account, billionaires actively put money into systems that generate more money. Their mindset is simple: money must work, not rest. Ownership over consumption. One of the most powerful truths about billionaire behavior is their obsession with ownership. Most people spend money on products, phones, clothes, cars, and services. Billionaires, on the other hand, prefer to own the systems that produce those products. Instead of buying luxury brands, they invest in or acquire them. Instead of renting property, they buy large portions of real estate. Instead of paying for services, they often own the companies that provide those services. This shift from consumer to owner is what separates billionaires from the rest of the world. Ownership creates passive income, influence, and long-term wealth growth. Philanthropy, generosity with strategy. Billionaires also known for donating massive amounts of money to charity. Names like Bill Gates and Warren Buffett are well known for their philanthropic contributions. However, billionaire philanthropy is often more structured and strategic than random generosity. Donations are usually made through foundations, trusts, or long-term programs designed to create measurable impact. These foundations focus on creating long-term global impact by investing in key areas that improve human life and opportunity. A major priority is education reform, where they work to improve access to quality learning, build better schools, and support programs that increase literacy and skills development. They also invest heavily in healthcare development, helping to improve medical systems, expand access to treatment, and fund advanced research. Alongside this, a significant portion of their efforts goes toward poverty reduction by supporting economic empowerment programs, job creation, and community development initiatives. Additionally, they contribute to global disease prevention by funding vaccines, medical research, and rapid response systems to control outbreaks and improve public health worldwide. Power, politics, and influence. Another hidden area where billionaires spend money is influence. At this level of wealth, money is not only about comfort or luxury, it becomes a tool for shaping direction, systems, and long-term outcomes. Billionaires often invest in media companies to influence narratives and public perception, political campaigns to support leaders and policies aligned with their interests, think tanks that generate research and policy ideas, lobbying groups that directly engage with lawmakers, and large infrastructure projects that shape economies and cities. These strategic investments allow them to have a voice in public opinion, policy decisions, and even global trends. While many people only notice luxury lifestyles, a significant portion of billionaire spending goes into building influence and power structures that impact entire societies. This is one of the most eye-opening truths about extreme wealth. At the highest level, money is not just used for lifestyle, it is used to shape systems and control direction. Surprising frugality. Not all billionaires spend lavishly. Contrary to popular belief, many billionaires are surprisingly careful with money. Some of the richest people in the world actually live relatively simple and low-profile lives compared to the scale of their wealth. Instead of constantly displaying luxury, they may drive normal cars, wear simple and practical clothing, and avoid unnecessary luxury spending that does not add real value to their lives. Their focus is often on efficiency rather than appearance, choosing function over status symbols. This is not because they cannot afford luxury, but because they deeply understand value and long-term thinking. To them, spending heavily on unnecessary status items is irrational and wasteful. This disciplined mindset helps them preserve their wealth, reinvest it wisely, and continue growing it instead of draining it on short-term gratification. And that's the real truth about how billionaires spend their money. It's not just luxury, cars, or yachts, it's strategy, ownership, and long-term thinking. What looks like spending from the outside is actually calculated investing on the inside. If this changed the way you see wealth and money, then don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with someone who needs to understand how money really works. Drop a comment below and tell me, do you think billionaires enjoy life more, or just think differently about money? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.